Every morning at 6 a.m., my neighbor, an 88-year-old woman here in Japan, sits quietly on the floor eating her breakfast. A small bowl of warm miso soup, a slice of grilled fish, soft tofu, and a handful of pickled vegetables. No vitamins, no fancy supplements, just simple, humble food. Yet she's still strong, still walking to the local market, still laughing with her friends at the park. What's her secret? Today I'll show you how Japanese seniors stay healthy and strong by eating foods that are not only rich in protein, but also incredibly cheap. Backed by science and proven by generations of long-living elders. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Why seniors need more protein. 400 words. When we think about getting older, we often imagine slowing down, less movement, less energy, and unfortunately, less strength. But did you know that one of the biggest reasons behind that slow decline isn't just age? It's a quiet loss happening inside your body every day, muscle loss. As we age, our muscles naturally shrink. This process called muscle wasting can start as early as our 50s. But here's the catch, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing protein. That means even if you eat the same foods you did when you were younger, your body might not get the same benefit. It's like trying to water a garden with a leaky hose. You need more water, not less, to keep those flowers blooming. In the same way, seniors actually need more protein than younger adults just to maintain what they already have. Muscle isn't just about looking strong, it helps you get out of bed, walk without falling, lift groceries, or even just open a jar. Without enough protein, your body doesn't have the building blocks to keep muscles healthy. You might notice feeling more tired, weaker, or even having trouble standing up from a chair. But here's the good news. Small changes in your daily meals can make a big difference. You don't need protein shakes or expensive powders. Just one extra egg at breakfast, a spoon of tofu in your soup, a handful of beans with your rice. These little changes can help rebuild strength, bite by bite. In Japan, I know a 90-year-old man who still walks uphill to his neighborhood shrine every morning. He's not a gym goer or a marathon runner, but every day he makes sure to eat a little fish, some miso soup, and a few pieces of tofu. It's not a feast, it's just consistency. Protein is like sunlight for your muscles. Without it, they fade. But with just the right amount, they come back to life quietly, gently, and with surprising strength. The Japanese secret. How cheap foods can be the healthiest protein sources. Most people think that eating healthy means spending more. Organic, this grass-fed that powders pills and promises with a high price tag. But here in Japan, many of the longest-living seniors eat the same things their grandparents did, simple, humble, affordable foods. Let me tell you something surprising. Some of the richest sources of protein don't come from steak or supplements. They come from tofu, fermented beans, tiny fish, and eggs. In fact, many of the most powerful foods for seniors are also the cheapest. There's a saying here, good food doesn't shout. It means that health doesn't always come from flashy packages or loud advertising. Sometimes it's quietly sitting in your fridge. Take natto, for example, fermented soybeans. In Japan, it costs less than $1 per pack. It smells strong, yes, but it's packed with protein and vitamin K2, which helps keep bones strong. One elderly woman I know, age 86, eats it every morning with rice. She says it keeps her knees from aching. Science agrees. Studies link natto to better bone and heart health, or tofu made from soy, soft and gentle on the stomach, especially important as we age. Just a few cubes in your miso soup adds 10 grams of protein. Compare that to some energy bars that cost $3 and barely give you the same benefit. Even canned fish like sardines or mackerel, which are common in both American and Japanese kitchens, are packed with high-quality protein and healthy fats and often cost less than $2 a can. They're not just budget-friendly, they're body-friendly. The magic isn't in the price, it's in the habit. The Japanese way isn't to eat a giant portion of one thing, it's to eat many small balanced bites throughout the day. A spoonful of beans here, a piece of grilled fish there, a soft-boiled egg for breakfast. It all adds up, and it keeps the body strong. So don't let a tight budget keep you from eating well. Some of the cheapest foods in your kitchen might be the most powerful tools for your health. The secret is not in spending more, but in choosing wisely, just like the elders of Japan have done for generations. Let me tell you something surprising. The most powerful protein sources I've relied on for decades weren't expensive. They weren't advertised on television. They didn't come in fancy bottles or from faraway health stores. No, they came from my local market in a small village in Japan, from what we grew in our backyard or what our neighbors shared. Simple foods, some of them just pennies per serving. But they gave me strength to walk, to lift, to laugh, and to live well into my 80s. And today, I want to pass those secrets on to you. These aren't just foods, they are traditions. They're small, quiet tools that have helped generations of Japanese elders stay strong not through magic, but through habit. Let's explore 10 of the cheapest, most protein-rich foods that every senior should eat, not just to survive, but to thrive. Starting with one that's soft, humble, and full of strength. 1. Tofu. Tofu was the first food my mother taught me how to cook. Soft, smooth, and gentle on the stomach. I remember watching her cut it into perfect cubes, sliding it into a bowl of miso soup. As a child, I didn't think of it as healthy, it was just part of life. But now I see its quiet strength. A small block of tofu holds around 8 to 10 grams of protein, yet it's so light, so calming. For seniors with weaker digestion, it's the perfect food. No chewing required, no discomfort, just nourishment. And the beauty is in its versatility. You can steam it, stir-fry it, or simply eat it chilled with a little soy sauce and green onions. It costs so little, yet brings so much. In my home, it's a daily visitor to the table. 2. Eggs. There's a saying in Japan, 1 egg a day keeps the hospital away. It may sound simple, but there's wisdom in it. Eggs are among the most complete sources of protein. They contain all the amino acids your body needs to rebuild and repair. For someone in their 70s or 80s, 1 egg can be the difference between feeling sluggish and feeling steady. Every morning, I boil 2 eggs while the rice cooks. 1 for me, 1 for my wife. Sometimes we eat them with a sprinkle of salt. Sometimes we mash them into warm rice. It's not fancy, but it fills our bodies and warms our hearts. And they're inexpensive, easy to find, and quick to prepare. No noise, no fuss, just the simple joy of something good. 3. Natto. Natto. The smell alone sends many visitors running. But for us old-timers in Japan, it's the smell of health. These fermented soybeans are sticky, stringy, and packed with benefits. Not only are they rich in protein, they also contain vitamin K2, which helps strengthen bones and prevent fractures, a quiet hero for older bodies. My neighbor, who is 91, still eats natto every morning with a raw egg and hot rice. It keeps my knees from creaking, he says with a grin. It's not for everyone, I know. But if you can learn to enjoy it, natto will reward you. And the cost, less than $1 for a pack that lasts days. That's a bargain your body will thank you for. 4. Edamame, boiled green soybeans. In the late afternoons when the sun hangs low, I often sit by the window with a small bowl of edamame. These green soybeans are fun to eat, full of flavor and surprisingly rich in protein. Just a handful can give you 8 to 10 grams, enough to help muscles stay strong, especially when you're not eating large meals. When my grandchildren visit, we all sit and pop edamame from their pods while talking. They think it's a snack. I know it's medicine in disguise. You can buy frozen edamame almost anywhere now. Boil for 5 minutes, sprinkle a little salt, and enjoy. For something so small and cheap, it sure does a lot of good. 5. Canned sardines. Some of the best protein doesn't come from land, it comes from the sea. And it doesn't have to be fresh or expensive. Canned sardines are a hidden treasure. They're full of protein, calcium, and omega-3s. In Japan, we often eat them cold over rice or lightly simmered in soy sauce and ginger. I always keep a few cans in my pantry. When I feel too tired to cook, I open one and pair it with warm rice and pickled vegetables. Simple, nourishing, and deeply satisfying. They're affordable and shelf-stable, which means they're perfect for seniors who shop less often. And their tiny bones eat them. They're soft and full of calcium. 6. Soy milk. When I was younger, we had fresh soy milk delivered in glass bottles. It was still warm when we poured it into cups. Soy milk is a gentle plant-based source of protein, perfect for those who don't digest dairy well. A cup of soy milk can provide 6 or 8 grams of protein, and when fortified, also brings calcium and vitamin D to the table. These days I drink mine warm in the morning, sometimes with a little matcha powder mixed in. It's soft on the stomach and starts the day with calm energy. It's also inexpensive, and you can find it in most grocery stores. If you haven't tried it, you might be surprised at how comforting it feels, especially on cool mornings. 7. Beans. Black beans, lentils, red beans. In my home, there's always a pot of beans soaking or simmering. Red azuki beans, black soybeans. Lentils, each one a quiet treasure. They're packed with protein, fiber, and minerals, and they stretch far. A small bag can feed you for days. I mix them into rice soups, or even blend them into spreads for toast. My wife loves making sekihan sticky rice with red beans on special days. But to me, every day is special enough for beans. They keep the body steady, the stomach satisfied, and the wallet untouched. What more could one ask for? 8. Brown rice with sesame and seaweed. Rice by itself isn't high in protein, but when you pair it with sesame seeds and shredded seaweed, it becomes something more. This simple combination is traditional in Japanese lunches. It adds flavor, texture, and a touch of protein and minerals. I sprinkle furikake, a dry seasoning mix of sesame seaweed and dried fish, on my rice most days. It's like giving plain rice a little upgrade. And brown rice, while slightly more expensive than white, provides more fiber and nutrients. It fills you up gently and keeps blood sugar steady. A humble bowl made rich by tradition. 9. Canned tuna. Canned tuna is a pantry hero. Affordable, long-lasting, and full of protein, about 20 grams per can. When I don't feel like cooking, I mix a little tuna with chopped onions and miso paste. It becomes a quick topping for warm rice or a filling for rice balls. You can also add it to salad, soups, or steamed vegetables. It's flexible, friendly to digestion, and perfect for seniors living alone. Best of all, it's often on sale. Stock up when you can. You'll always have a meal within reach. 10. Tempeh fermented. Soy cake. Not as common in Japan as tofu or natto, but still beloved by many. Tempeh is another fermented soy food rich in protein and probiotics. It has a firm texture and nutty flavor. I pan-fry slices of it with a little soy sauce and ginger, delicious with rice or tucked into a sandwich. Fermented foods like tempeh are gentle on the gut and support digestion, especially as our bodies slow down with age. And although it's gaining popularity in the West, it remains affordable and lasts long in the fridge. How to build a Japanese-style protein-rich meal plan for seniors. You don't need to follow a strict diet or count every gram of protein to feel strong and energized in your later years. The Japanese way has always been simple. Eat a little of many things and do it with calm intention. Let's look at how you can build a daily meal plan inspired by long-living elders in Japan, rich in protein, easy to prepare, and gentle on your digestion. Morning start light but nourishing. A warm bowl of miso soup with tofu cubes is a comforting way to wake up your body. Add a soft-boiled egg on the side and maybe a small bowl of rice with sesame seeds. A cup of warm soy milk rounds it out. It's not a big breakfast, but it's full of gentle protein and keeps you steady until lunch. Midday. Lunch doesn't have to be complicated. Try a bowl of brown rice topped with canned tuna or sardines, along with steamed vegetables and a few slices of tempeh or edamame on the side. If you enjoy natto, this is a perfect time to add it in. The variety keeps your palate happy and the portions stay manageable. Many Japanese seniors eat multiple small dishes, never too much at once, but always just enough. Evening dinner is often the lightest meal. Grilled fish, a few slices of tofu with grated ginger, a warm bowl of soup and rice with seaweed seasoning can be more than enough. If you're feeling a bit hungry later, a small cup of soy milk or a handful of boiled beans makes a gentle late snack that won't disturb your sleep. This rhythm protein spread across the day in small satisfying portions helps the body absorb what it needs without waste or stress. And the best part? These meals aren't expensive. They don't take hours to prepare. Most can be made with just a pot of rice, a kettle of soup, and a few pantry staples. You don't need to become a chef or change everything overnight. Just try adding one or two of these ideas to your routine. Let them settle into your days like an old friend coming to visit. In Japan, we don't just eat to live longer. We eat to feel lighter, to move easier, and to smile a little more each day. Gentle reminders for eating protein. Wisely as we age. As we grow older, even the most nourishing foods need to be eaten with care. Protein is essential, yes, but how we eat it matters just as much as what we eat. I've seen many friends take advice too far, suddenly eating too much meat, drinking powdered shakes that upset their stomach, chasing results with the urgency of youth. But aging asks for a different rhythm, slower, softer, and more tuned to the body's whispers than its demands. First, go slow. Your body doesn't need a mountain of protein all at once. It absorbs protein better in small, steady amounts throughout the day. That's why our traditional meals often include multiple little dishes, rather than one big plate of meat. A bit of tofu in the morning, a boiled egg with lunch, some grilled fish at dinner. It's like feeding a plant with a watering can, not flooding it but offering just enough to grow. Second, balance is everything. Protein works best when it comes with fiber-healthy fats and vitamins. That's why we don't eat plain tofu or fish alone. We pair them with seaweed vegetables, rice, or miso soup. These combinations help your digestion and let your body make full use of the nutrients. In Japan, we call this Ichiju Sansai, one soup, three sides. It's a gentle way to create harmony on your plate and in your body. Third, drink water. Many people don't realize that increasing protein means your kidneys need more water to do their job. If you add more eggs, fish, or soy to your diet, remember to also drink more water throughout the day. Warm teas, soups, and plain water between meals help your body process protein smoothly. I've always kept a small teacup near me, not just out of habit, but out of respect for how hard the body works. Fourth, listen to your digestion. Some seniors experience bloating discomfort or constipation when adding more protein suddenly. This is common, and it's not a sign to stop, but a sign to adjust. Try different sources. If red meat feels heavy, choose fish or beans. If dairy is too rich, try soy milk or tofu. The key is to notice how your body feels, not just right after eating, but the next morning too. Fifth, don't forget joy. Food is not just fuel, it's also comfort culture and memory. When you eat something nourishing, eat it with peace. Sit down, breathe between bites. Give thanks for what's on your plate and for the journey your body has taken to reach this point. In my house, we say itadakimasu before every meal, not out of habit, but to remind ourselves that every bite is a gift. Finally, let protein be part of a whole life. Walk a little after eating if you can. Stretch your hands, open the windows, speak with a friend. Protein feeds the body, yes, but connection and movement keep the spirit light. You don't need perfection, just presence, just consistency, just kindness to yourself. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm simply someone who's lived many seasons and seen what steady, thoughtful eating can do. And I believe with all my heart that small, mindful steps are enough. Let your meals be quiet celebrations of life. With every bite, you're telling your body, I still choose to live well. If you've stayed with me until now, thank you. I hope you don't just feel informed, but comforted too. You see, growing older isn't about fading away. It's about choosing how we show up each day, and the food we eat can be one of the kindest choices we make for ourselves. A simple bowl of miso soup, a soft egg, a handful of edamame. These aren't just meals, they're small acts of care. Quiet promises to keep going gently with strength. Remember, it's never too late to nourish your body, and never too early to show it love. Please remember, health information on YouTube is not one size fits all and is not medical advice. If you have any concerns about your health, always speak with your doctor or local clinic. And if you're in a medical emergency, call your physician or local emergency number immediately. Until next time, eat well, live gently.